Hi everyone, welcome to Cellulose. Today, I would like to talk about not only how moss helps the environment, but also the dangers that they pose if we do not take care of them. Peat moss is basically half decomposed moss. It is made up of sphagnum and other mosses, which hold a large amount of water and contain compounds that inhibit decomposition. The peat slowly builds up over the centuries because the annual growth exceeds the decay. When this moss was alive, it would have absorbed a lot of carbon dioxide. However, when that moss dies and decomposes back into soil, all of that carbon dioxide would be released back into the air again. There is an estimated 1.6 million square miles of peatlands, or about 3% of the Earth's land surface, mostly in northern places, such as Canada, Alaska, Europe, and Russia. Peatlands are the largest natural terrestrial carbon store. This means that it stores the most carbon dioxide out of all plants. Peatlands sequestered 0.37 gigatons of carbon dioxide each year. Mosslands have absorbed so much carbon dioxide from the air that releasing it back would be very harmful. When peat moss comes into contact with air, its carbon combines with oxygen in the decomposition process and it's released as carbon dioxide. However, this is what is happening right now for several reasons. Damaged peatlands contribute about 10% of greenhouse gas emissions from the land use sector. Carbon dioxide emissions from drained peatlands are estimated at 1.3 gigatons of carbon dioxide annually. This is equivalent to 5.6% of all carbon dioxide emissions from humans. Fires in Indonesian peat swamp forests in 2015, for example, emitted nearly 13 million tons of carbon dioxide a day. This is more than the daily emissions from the entire US economy. One main issue is using this peat moss for fuel. All of this decomposed plants are basically fuel material. Many countries mine and burn the peat moss, which rapidly releases all of the greenhouse gases that the peat absorbed from the air. 2/3 of global emissions from peat comes from Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, where the bogs are drained to make way for agriculture and tree plantations. Many people are unaware of how important these mosslands are to keeping carbon dioxide from escaping into our environment. Another key issue is global warming itself. In the Arctic, there are lots and lots of frozen peatlands with lots of stored carbon dioxide. However, due to global warming, the ice is melting, revealing the peat moss underneath. This peat is then decomposing, no longer protected by the ice and releasing carbon dioxide in the process. Global warming can also impact peatlands in warmer areas. Like forests, peatlands are threatened by climate change. Warming temperatures can dry out bogs, make them more susceptible to fires and to more intense burning. A peat fire, which can smolder like a cigarette for months, can release a lot of carbon. However, the good news is that peatlands can be restored. Urgent action worldwide is required to protect, sustainably manage, and restore peatlands. This involves protecting them from degrading activities, such as agricultural conversion and drainage, and restoring the waterlogged conditions required for peat formation to prevent the release of carbon stored in peat soil. We need to protect our environment so it doesn't get worse even faster. Thanks for watching. Happy mossing!